Hi, thanks for joining us today. For today's painting, we're going to do a fun forest, colorful, kind of abstract painting. So, gonna get started and just put a little bit of blue here on the top, where I think we'll have a little bit of sky poking out through the forest. So just do a thin coat of blue here, and the real focus of the painting is going to be the colors just that the forest provides and the trees. So what I'm thinking is doing kind of like an abstract portion beneath the blue here of just multiple colors, some greens really highlighting the colors of the forest, and then do the trees last, kind of on top of the colors. So we have our blue. I guess we'll start with a base layer. We'll use this kind of darker green here. I guess it's a medium green. We'll use this just kind of as a base layer for our forest, and we'll build on top of that. I'm not too concerned here where the blue and the green meet. It's not like it's a skyline or something that's gonna exist. I think we're gonna kind of go on top of this with a bunch of different colors and trees. So I'm not too concerned how that looks there. Just get a little bit more green in there. Okay, that looks pretty good to start. So let me go ahead and just start mixing in some of these colors and just to show kind of what a forest could look like with from an abstract view. So I want to mix in some fun pinks, and I think I'm actually going to use a little bit bigger knife to do this. Just to give us a little bit easier way to spread the colors than with our smaller knife that we've been using. I haven't quite decided if this is going to be fall themed or just more abstract themed. So we'll see as we kind of how it shapes up as we continue mixing in these colors. Just want it to be a fun look at a forest here. This is an interesting painting. I'm not quite sure how it's going to turn out, but hopefully it's fun to watch and fun to see it come together. Might even mix some of this sky blue in here too. not 100% sure what I'm doing here. I'm just kind of just going and seeing how it looks and going from there. So kind of an interesting start to this. I'm not quite sure when to start with the trees either, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go. This will probably end up being a pretty thick painting as these layers of paint that I'm putting on are pretty thick here, but that's okay. Okay, I'll just blend these together a little bit. So I never know if I should have one uniform kind of direction that I'm spreading, or mix it or swirl it or what. So just kind of learning as I go with those. But I do like some of the colors here and how they're sitting and swirling and coming together. So that's fun. Side's getting a little bit thin with colors, so we'll just add a little bit more over here. And I am wiping this in between kind of swirls here, just to make sure that the paint isn't getting blended too much on the board. It's staying relatively consistent. Okay, that seems pretty fun there. Might be a good time to start our trees. All right, I think to start the trees, I'm going to use this white here. And let's have a big guy coming up here. I'm going to use a bigger knife again for this. Let's have a big guy coming up all the way through. With these trees too, I want to add as much kind of color to them as I can. So this knife might be a little bit too big on me. Let's try this kind of in between one. seems to be working better. If you're just new to the channel here and just joining us, I'm not a painter at all. I'm just kind of taking it up as a hobby, something to do to take my eyes away from a phone screen or the TV or the computer, and just have a fun little outlet for creativity. I don't have any training or background in painting at all, so what you're seeing is just me kind of going for it and hoping for the best, and just trying to learn as I go through this. So hopefully you enjoy seeing it, and if you're new to painting, hope you can take this up with me and kind of learn as you go too. And if you're inspired to get going and just haven't jumped in yet, it's been a great little outlet so far. So highly recommend doing it if you haven't jumped in yet. So now I'm just kind of mixing in some colors for the tree. One thing I do want to do is make kind of an outline of the tree here, just to highlight the fact that there's a tree coming through here on one side. So I'm gonna use this darker color and do that. And hopefully this is starting to look like a tree on the screen. I'm not quite sure it is in real life in front of me yet, but that's why we're working on it. We're trying to make it look better. I'm going to put a little bit more white down there for me. Maybe mixing a branch or two in here. I think it's starting to look a little tree-like, so that's good. I think I put a little bit too much kind of purple color in there, so I'm just gonna mix in some, maybe a little bit of white, maybe a little bit of brown, just to try to see this tree take shape. Maybe some blue in there too, why not? Well, maybe not the blue. But I think the rest looks good. Maybe mix in another branch up there. Which that kind of looks silly that it's so thick. Let's see if I can just make that a little bit narrow, just push the paint together a little bit. Use this. Okay, put a little blue back where we scooped it away, and then it should be good. This paint's nice for beginners to help correct mistakes like that, because I've definitely been making some mistakes, which is part of the learning process. All right, I think I might do one more tree, and I think it'd be cool to do kind of like a double tree. So let's maybe start it right here, then have it go out of frame, I guess. Yeah, we'll kind of have it go off there. And then we'll have another limb come up this way. We'll have this guy going off too there. Okay, go ahead and frame this in. This is starting to take shape. I think these trees are looking pretty decent. Might do one more small one after this somewhere. Haven't figured that out yet, but we'll see how these take shape. Mix in some more of this purplish color. I think that looked pretty good on the last one. We go a little lighter brown up there. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. We'll do a couple branches, maybe do a big guy right here, going off. Just like that. That looks pretty cool. Do another one maybe coming up this way. Kind of have it going behind this other tree, I guess. All right, that's looking good. I kind of want these leaves and kind of the forest to extend up a little bit more, so I may bring that up here with some of these colors. I more want the sky just peeking through rather than taking up the full top part of the picture there. Yeah, kind of like this. I think that looks better. Mixing a few more greens in there, but that's more what I had in mind. Okay, I wanted to do one more tree, which I may just do a little small guy real quick, kind of coming up the middle here. See how this looks. We'll have this going behind the other tree there. There, just like that. All right, and I'll just use some of this darker color to frame it out. See how that looks. Running out of that paint color, so just trying to save it on there. think that looks really cool. Seeing how well that one turned out, I might do one more just coming up here, coming up the side there. I think that really added a lot, just with not much work there. So gonna add one more tree here. Okay, great. Awesome, I really like the way that looks. Glad I added those last two guys there. Add a little bit more color. Might just extend this one little branch there too. There we go. I think that looks really good. Definitely happy with the way this one turned out. I think I'd give it a 6 out of 10. But that was fun to do. It was a good challenge, good learning experience. So thanks for joining me. Have a good one.